6, which is on geometry. So let me write that down. The diagram shows two straight lines, PQ and RS, intersecting a pair of parallel lines, TU and VW. Okay, now the question wants us to find the value of x and y and give reasons. Find x and y and you have to give the reason for your answer. So that's the question part. Okay, so let me draw the graph. So you have two lines there, parallel lines. So T, U and VW. Okay, so you have a hit like this and hit like this, and this angle is given as y and this angle is given as 54. This angle is given as x. This angle is given as 115 degrees. Okay, so we are asked to get, as I mentioned to you, value of x. So foremost, you observe this. If you observe this diagram, so these are parallel lines. Okay, you have this line is making an angle over here and it is making an angle over here. Okay, so what do you call this? There is an angle made here and an angle made here. They are called as alternating angles, or I would say alternate angles. Okay, that's the best word. We observe that x degrees and 54 degrees are alternate angles. Okay, so by alternate angle theorem, angle x will be equal to angle 54 degrees or angle 54. So that's the solution for this question. You can write it like this, or you can also write it like this. So x is equal to 54 degrees. Okay, after this we will have to go and find y. So clearly from the figure, if you see here, this is y on this end and you have 115 on this end, and both are being created by the same line hitting two parallel lines. So such an angle are called as co-interior angles. So clearly from the figure, y and 115 are co-interior angles. So by the co-interior angle theorem, we know that the co-interior angles are supplementary. So that means 115 degree positive y is equal to 180. So y is equal to 180 minus 115, which means y is equal to 65 degrees. So this is the all important concept. Now this is the next question. We've been given a transformation. So let me draw the transformation. Okay, so this is 1 unit and this is 2 unit, and exactly at 1 you have a triangle that goes up all the way to 3. So this is L, M and N. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and then this point is -1, -2 and -3. So all the way to -3, and then it hits at 2. So this is L dash, M dash and N dash. So we will have to write on this transformation. So this is the question they are asking. Describe the rotation fully by stating center B angle in direction. Okay, so we will have to observe the figure. So first observation, the triangle, right? This is a triangle. The triangle LMN maps onto its image L dash, M dash, N dash. So you see here, this is the triangle, right? So this becomes this. How? You have to rotate it like this. This is clockwise rotation, but this is anti-clockwise rotation. So triangle LMN maps onto its image L dash, M dash, N dash after undergoing an anti-clockwise rotation of how many degrees? See, this is the corner L, it comes over here. So the angle that is being rotated is clearly 90 degrees. Okay, after undergoing an anti-clockwise rotation of 90 degrees. About what? About the origin. So this is by default. So we are not moving or doing anything. Just from this point, if this is the origin, you rotate. Okay, so that is the question which will give you 3 marks, right? Next question is, state 2 geometric relationship between the triangle LMN and the triangle L dash, M dash, N dash, its image. Okay, so what is the relationship you see between these? Now this is the image. Clearly nothing changes. The size remains the same, the angle remains the same. So that is observation. So clearly triangle LMN is congruent to triangle L dash, M dash, N dash. Okay, this is the first observation. The 2 triangles are congruent. Number 2, the triangle and its image both have the same sides and same angles. Okay, so that is the conclusion for this question. Now there's one more thing. The triangle LMN is translated by vector 1, -2, right? So they're asking us to find the coordinates of L, the new coordinates. So go back to the figure. So what do you read in the figure? On the x-axis, I'm going to write the coordinates of L is what? 1 and 3, right? Now this is undergoing is being translated by the vector 1 and 2. So outcome is 1 positive 1. This is negative 2. So it's going to be 3 negative 2, which is going to be 2 and positive 1. Okay, so that's the solution. This is the solution. So you can write therefore the coordinates, this is the new image coordinates L dash is going to be 2 and 1. So you see here, the new image coordinates is going to be 2 and 1. But this is not it's not talking about this, because in this case coordinates is going to be 1 and negative 3, or I would say negative 3 and 1. X-axis comes first and followed by y-axis, but this is a new translation. So this is the new form of, or the new image when you apply this translation. So that is the conclusion for this question. We will have to move on to the next one, which is on statistics. Okay.